guys, welcome to another recap of The Amazing Race. Last time, Nary and Jamie came in last place, and they were not eliminated though because it was a non-elimination. So that means this time they need to perform the old speed bump. So, first clue, go on a safari in the Ngorongoro crater, which was amazing. It was full of Lion King animals. They were all represented. Homer was effing loving it. But be careful, there's a U-turn ahead. After the crater, they had to find something or someone called Hillary Clinton. And now in retrospect, I believe that they were actually trying to call it Hillary Clinton, but they spelled it wrong because when they actually got there, the G was kind of painted over, and there was also a Barack Obama thing that was like this empty cart. But I was thinking the whole time, what is a Hillary Clinton? And then I saw it was a cart to sell stuff, and I thought, well, what do they have there? Pantsuits? All right. There they found out it was going to be a detour, either water supply or air supply. So water supply, they had to pick up these giant containers and wait on line that was like a freaking mile long and fill it up with a garden hose. Not very quick. The other one was to fix a bike tire. And it wasn't even like they had to find the leak themselves. The guy was there with a bucket of water. He found the leak and you had to repair it. So that one really wasn't that hard. Everybody chose bike except for Art and JJ. For some reason they chose water, which was probably not the smartest thing because the bike was definitely easier. The water was easy, it just took a long time. So Mark and Bopper did the bike first, and they totally freaking rocked it out. Rachel and Dave, of course Dave had to blame Rachel when he didn't get the leak right away or he didn't fix it right. He had to redo it. Vanessa and Ralph, they were having some real trouble finding good old Hillary Clinton. She was not anywhere to be found to them. Alright, so the next stop was Jack Stelzer Pub, and it was kind of weird because everybody was saying seltzer. Do you not read, people? So that was a double U-turn right there. And nobody double U-turned anybody until Art and JJ got there. And they actually thought that they were ahead of Rachel and Dave because they were 100% sure that they were going to U-turn Brendan and Rachel because that's the deal that they made. Well, apparently no one told Rachel and Dave that because they did not U-turn Brendan and Rachel. Did that make any sense? But Art and JJ did U-turn Brendan and Rachel. And then Brendan and Rachel in turn U-turned Vanessa and Ralph because they effing hate them. She was a bitch, a total bitch to Rachel. So why wouldn't they U-turn them? I sure would. So next stop, Gem Gallery and Arts. Wasn't really anything unless you were Nary and Jamie because it was the site of the speed bump, which was setting up an art gallery display that matched the one that they gave you. So if you weren't Nary or Jamie, you had to go to Margaret's farm, which was a bee honey farm. And there was a roadblock there. You had to dress up in the beekeeper's costume and you had to harvest 500 grams of honey. And those were African honeybees. You know what that means. They will sting you if you get them upset because they're angry. Alright, so at the bee farm, Rachel and Dave were just leaving as Art and JJ got there, and they were all like, yo, why didn't you U-turn Brendan and Rachel? And they were like, oh, well, because Nary and Jamie were really far behind. We didn't feel like we had to. Well, guess what? That was the plan, and now Art and JJ effing hate you. So Vanessa and Ralph, they were having some bad luck. I call it karma the whole time. They had a flat tire on the way to the Gem Gallery, so that set them back even further. So at the pit stop, which was Lake Manyara, Mark and Bopper, despite Bopper's bad knee, actually came in first place and won a trip for two to Hawaii. But I mean, it was like seconds ahead of Rachel and Dave. Maybe minutes. Homer, please stop licking that. So gross. Alright, so Rachel and Dave, like I said, came in second. Art and JJ came in third, and they were pissed. They told Phil pretty much that Rachel and Dave are dead to them, and if they had it to do all over again and they had the U-turn to do, they would U-turn Rachel and Dave. Some strong words right there. So Brendan and Rachel came in fourth, followed by Vanessa and Ralph, which means in last place is Nary and Jamie. And no, there was not 2 non-elimination legs in a row, so they have been eliminated, unfortunately. Well, you know what? Somebody's got to go. It didn't seem like they, at the beginning of this leg of the race, were taking it too seriously. Like, they were pretty laid back in the beginning, so whatever. I guess they needed a little fire under their butt, but it was a little bit too little too late. Next time, Art and JJ versus Rachel and Dave. Oh yeah, it's going to be a showdown. And Mark has a Bollywood meltdown. He's got 3 kids he's got to take care of. I freaking love the Kentucky guys now. I hope they don't get eliminated. So guys, till next time, much love.